It right now. I need prayer. I need prayer. I need strength. I need love. I do. Stay encouraged. I'm going to go in my home, go in my little prayer room. I'm going to talk to God. Y'all pray for me. And I promise I'm going to keep praying for everybody else that need encouragement.
Welcome to Real Crime Chronicles, where every mystery finds its truth. Tap the bell and never miss the next case.
Welcome, subscribers. If you are new here, thank you for joining us. If you are already part of this community, thank you for always coming back. Today we are bringing you the story of Kiana and Ronell Bonds. From the outside, Kiana and Ronell Bonds look like they had everything. They are known as a power couple, a couple many people admired, a couple many people wanted to be like. They are married. They had 8 children in total. They own multiple businesses. They spoke about God, faith, marriage, and generational wealth. They wore designer clothes, drove luxury cars, and shared their success openly on social media. Their photos show smiles, their videos show love, their words show confidence and faith. To thousands of people online, they look happy, united, and unstoppable. But what people saw online was only part of the story. Behind the cameras, behind the posts, behind the smiling videos, something was breaking. On November 6 in Atlanta, Georgia, something happened that no one expected. Late that night, police received a 911 call. It was not from a neighbor. It was not from a friend. It was from one of the Bonds' teenage children. When officers arrived at the family home, they walked into a scene that would shock everyone who later learned about it. By the end of that night, both Kiana Bonds and her husband Ronell Bonds were dead. Earlier that same day, Kiana had been online. She was smiling, she was laughing, she was dancing with her daughter. Nothing looked wrong. But by nightfall, the picture of a perfect family was gone forever. People everywhere began asking the same question. How did a couple who preached love, faith, and success end this way? For you to understand, we have to go back to the beginning. Kiana Bonds was born on September 15, 1977, in St. Louis, Missouri. From a young age, people describe her as a focused, determined, and strong. She attended school in the Riverview Gardens School District and later graduated from Riverview Gardens High School. Kiana knew early that she wanted more out of life. She wanted independence. She wanted success. She wanted to build something of her own. She chose cosmetology as her career path. This was not just a job for her, but it was a passion. After finishing her education, Kiana worked hard to improve her skills. She learned the business side of beauty, not just the creative side. Over time, she opened her own business called Critic Design Beauty and Barbing Salon. After almost 25 years of hard work, Critic Designs became one of the largest beauty and barber salons in St. Louis area. She did not become successful overnight. She worked for years. She worked long hours. She serves clients daily. She trained others. She reinvested into her business again and again. She was not only a business owner, she was a mentor. She encouraged women to believe in themselves. She spoke openly about discipline, faith, and growth. To many women, Kiana became an inspiration. She was also a mother. Kiana had 3 children from previous relationships. People close to her describe her as a present and loving parent. She balanced business and motherhood with pride. By the time she met Ronell Bonds, Kiana was already an established woman with a clear purpose. Ronell Dwight Bonds was born on May 14, 1975. Also in St. Louis, Missouri. He grew up in the inner city and attended Vashon High School. In 1994, Ronell was part of his school state championship basketball team. This experience shaped his mindset. People describe him as competitive, driving, and focused. At a young age, Ronell committed his life to Christian faith. Faith became a major part of his identity. He spent years involved in ministry, speaking to people about God, perseverance, and purpose. He encouraged others to keep going even through hard times. As he grew older, Ronell entered the financial industry. He became an insurance agent and a financial solution advisor. Later, he founded a company called Legacy Financial Solutions. His goal was simple, at least on the surface, to help families make smart financial decisions, to help people build wealth, to help others leave something behind for their children. He was also a father. Ronell had 4 children from previous relationships. He spoke often about wanting to leave them a strong future. When Kiana and Rone met, they connected deeply. They shared faith, ambition, a love for business, a desire to inspire others. When they married on September 13, 2012, they did not just join their lives, they joined their families. Together, they have 8 children living under one roof. They also joined their business dreams. They created a company called Six Figure Ambition, where they taught financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and wealth building strategies. They also work with Primerica Insurance. Publicly, they look united. They preach about marriage, teamwork, faith, overcoming obstacles. On social media, they shared luxury gifts, expensive cars, and success milestones. Kiana often posted videos showing designer bags and bigger gifts her husband surprised her with. To followers, this looked like proof that faith and hard work always lead to reward. But in real life, it's often more complex than social media allows us to see. After years in Missouri, they moved to Atlanta, Georgia. The plan was to expand their businesses and reach a larger market. Atlanta represented opportunity, but the move came with challenges. They left behind family, friends, support system. Kiana later went live on Facebook and admitted she was struggling emotionally.
You guys, I'm asking you one thing, because I really need it right now. I need prayer. I need prayer. I need strength. I need love. I do.
She spoke about feeling overwhelmed. She spoke about loneliness, needing prayer, support, and strength. She admitted that the transition was not easy. This was one of the few moments where the perfect image cracked. After moving to Atlanta, life for Kiana and Rone Bonds began to feel different. From the outside, things still look good. They continue posting online. They continue speaking about faith and success. They continue motivating others. But inside their home, things were changing. Atlanta was new. The environment was different. They were far from family. They had 8 children to care for, with no close support system nearby. Running businesses in 2 states added stress. Travel became tiring. Schedules became heavier. Expectation became higher. Kiana was still running her salon in St. Louis while trying to adjust to life in Georgia. Rone was focused on growing his financial business and ministry. They were both busy. They were both under pressure, and slowly, the emotional distance between them grew. Months before the tragedy, Rone publicly admitted something that surprised many people. He shared that he and Kiana had seriously discussed divorce. This was shocking because online, they looked reunited and happy. In his own words, Rone explained that there was a time when they felt tired of each other, emotional drained, ready to walk away. He said they had conversations where love was not discussed. They did not talk about fixing the marriage, they talked about ending it. They discussed how to separate, how to handle the businesses, how to remain civil for the children. According to Rone, there was a moment when both of them felt done. This is important because it shows that the problems were not sudden. They had been building for a long time. Even after talking about divorce, Kiana and Rone continue living together. They continue working together. They continue appearing together publicly. They continued posting content that suggested everything was fine. But living together does not always mean being connected. Sometimes people stay together for the children, the business, the public image. And sometimes staying together while emotionally disconnected can be more painful than separating. People close to the situation later said that the marriage was under heavy strain. The pressure came from business responsibility, parenting distress, emotional exhaustion, and unresolved conflicts. Yet none of this was visible online. On October 30, just days before her death, Kiana went live on Facebook. This live video stood out. She talked openly about how hard the move to Atlanta had been. She said she felt lonely, she missed her family and friends, she was not showing luxury, she was not celebrating success, she was speaking from a place of pain. She felt overwhelmed caring for the children without help. Her voice showed emotion, her face showed stress. She told her audience that she needed love, support, prayer, and strength. She admitted that even though she was a mentor to many women, she was struggling herself. This moment was very important because it shows that behind the confident businesswoman was a woman who was tired. Kiana often spoke about being strong for others. She encouraged women, she motivated entrepreneurs, she inspired mothers. But in that live video, she admitted something honest. She said that sometimes even strong people need help. She explained that when people keep everything inside, they begin to overthink, feel isolated, make hard decisions. She said everyone needs someone to talk to. Looking back, many people now see this video as a moment where Kiana was reaching out, not for attention, but for understanding. Even after the emotional live video, Kiana continued posting content that looked happy. She smiled, she danced, she laughed with her children. This is how social media works. People can be hurting deeply and still smile online. Designer bags do not fix broken relationship. Success does not protect people from stress or heartbreak. To the public, this Bonds family still look perfect, but behind closed doors, the marriage was fragile. Both Kian and Ronel were deeply connected to their faith. They spoke often about God. They encouraged others to pray through difficulties. Sometimes, people who speak faith publicly feel pressure to hide pain privately. They may feel ashamed to admit struggles, afraid of judgment, responsible for maintaining an image. This pressure can lead to silence, and silence over time can become dangerous. One of the most heartbreaking parts of this story is the children. 8 children live in that home. They saw the public success, but they also felt the private tension. Children are often more aware than adults realize. They notice changes in tone, they feel emotional shifts, they sense conflict. And on the night everything ended, it was one of the children who had to make the call for help. That fact alone shows how serious the situation had become. By early November, the marriage was under extreme stress. The move, the businesses, the emotional distance, the unresolved issues, all of it came together. Early on November 6, Kiana was still online. She looked normal. She looked happy. But hours later, the situation inside the home changed forever. The day was November 6 in Atlanta, Georgia. To anyone watching from the outside, it looked like a normal day. Earlier that day, Kiana Bonds was active on social media. She posted videos, she smiled, she danced with all of her daughters. There was no public signs that something terrible was coming. No goodbye message, no signs of fear, just a mother enjoying time with her child. This is what made everything so shocking later. What people did not see was what was happening inside the home. By this point, the marriage between Kiana and Ronel was already fragile. They had talked about divorce. They had been under stress for months. They were dealing with emotional pressure, business strain, and personal conflict. Sometimes when emotions are not resolved, they do not disappear. They stay, they build, they grow heavier. And when pressure becomes too much, it can lead to decisions that cannot be taken back. Later that night, something happened inside the Bonds home that changed everything forever. At some point during that night, a 911 call was made. The caller was not a neighbor, not a friend, not an adult. It was one of their teenage children. That detail alone shows how serious and sudden the situation was. When police arrived at the home, they found a scene that no child should ever have to experience. By the end of the night, Kiana Bonds, age 44, was dead. Ronel Bonds, age 46, was also dead. Authorities later stated that it appeared both parents had died during the same domestic incident. This was not something anyone expected, not their followers, not their friends, not their business partners, and most importantly, not their children. When the news spread, people who followed them online could not believe it. Just hours earlier, Kiana was smiling, the family looked happy, life seemed normal. Now everything was gone. Social media pages filled with shock, confusion, grief, questions. People ask, how could this happen? Why did no one see it coming? What went wrong? Many followers went back to old videos and posts, searching for signs they missed. After the tragedy, people began re-examining moments from the past. Kiana's emotional Facebook Live from October 30 became very important. In that video, she said she felt lonely, she felt overwhelmed, she needed love and support. At the time, many people saw it as honesty. After her death, many saw it as a cry for help. Ronel's earlier words about being done with the marriage also took on new meaning. Together, this moment shows that the marriage was under deep strain, even if it was hidden behind smiles and success. The most heartbreaking part of this story is the children. 8 children lost both parents in one night. Their lives changed forever. No amount of success, money, or faith messaging can soften that reality. The trauma of that night will stay with them for a long time. Many people online express deep sadness, especially knowing that one of the children had to call for help. That is a burden no child should carry. This tragedy forced many people to think deeply about social media. Online, Kiana and Ronel showed luxury, love, unity, faith. Offline, they were dealing with emotional exhaustion, marital conflict, stress, isolation. This story reminded people that what we see online is not always the full truth. People can look happy and still be hurting. People can preach strength while feeling weak. People can have success and still feel lost. After the news broke, message of grief came from business community, faith groups, clients, followers. Some people remembered Kiana as a mentor, a strong woman, a loving mother. Others remembered Ronez as a motivational speaker, a man of faith, someone who wanted to help others succeed. Their death left many people confused, sad, and searching for understanding. After all the posts, discussions, and reactions, something remained silent, a quiet reminder that no amount of attention can undo what happened. No explanation can bring them back. Only question remain. After the death of Kiana and Ronel Burns, police began investigation. Authorities did not release many details to the public. They explained that it appeared to be a domestic incident involving both adults in the home because children were involved and the situation was sensitive. Officers handled the case carefully. There was no long press conferences. There was no detailed public explanations, just confirmation that both lives were lost on the same night. For many people, the lack of details made the story even harder to understand. At first, people reacted with shock, then came confusion, then came sadness. As days passed, public conversation slowly changed. People stopped asking only what happened and began asking why it happened. Many began to reflect on mental and emotional stress, marriage pressure, social media expectations, isolation after major life changes. Alright guys, if you are watching, I want you to put your thoughts in comment section. What do you think about this? And remember to like, subscribe, and comment, share this video so that it will get to other people. See you in my next video.